We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 18, Gator. Hey, box truck.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. That's the run.
Now.
Switch it.
Go.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Ready?
Now a first down throw, Warner. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 37. Check.
Throwing again. Warner. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check, ready. Man read. 52, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Clelin Ferrell, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check. Echo. Go. Motion. Mike.
Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clelin Ferrell in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Right there. 54, right? 54,
From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our attack. It's our attack. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It'll be Warner on 1st down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Who there? Check.
Now a give left side to Falk. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Door. Shoot. Hey, wahoo!
I got you. 51's the mic. Check. Mike 51.
Go.
Warner from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
54. All day, baby, all day. Check 99. Match box. Right.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, check.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 50, plant.
56. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam. Kill. Check. Kill.
Right back to him on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Record. You got tight right there. Check. 36.
Look, squeeze. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
We got 6.
A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54. Hey, keep it up.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Mike 4. Watch the slant.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Watch out.
On second down, here's Penny. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They set up the screen to Penny. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on. Five.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
I'm coming.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Check.
From the gun, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
51's the mic. All day, dog.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, Delta. You ain't hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner, flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson now. That's caught by Pennick. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Gilbert. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Show it. Hustle.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Switch. Check 31. He's coming. We got double up. Switch. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, lock it.
Lucky.
Hard.
Warner. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Everyone.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Warner. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Alert 3. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
Ready. 18 Gator. Yep.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hand
Bravo.
motion man. 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Go on.
Check 43.
On third down, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
To throw again, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
6-6. Pull it high.
Big gas, big gas, big
gas. Yeah. Ready?
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 1st down throw. Warner got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, zoom.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
I smell fear in that offense. 5.
A play fake. Now Warner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Falk. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw on second down, Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. Back now in Arlington. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Chance.
Hey, high 7. You're out.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check nickel.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, watch this. Go. Switch. Echo.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rush in. Protein spill. Get it.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Must fit.
the gun. Warner. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
53, check 53.
Hey, exit.
He's not going to give it.
Hey, stand off.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 3, check 3.
Rock it, rock it. Go, go. Hey, foxtrot. Say go.
To throw on 3rd down. Warner, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, 53, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. Notre Dame man Jalen Smith able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Watch twist. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, get in now. Check. Tighten up.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 51. Ain't no score. Ready?
Warner from the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to... And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cleveland Farrell in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 16. Jackson. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Warner to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner, it's complete. He finds Falk here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. On 4th down, Warner. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Hey, let's go.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew